You're listening to KZOM, Oleander Public Radio.
You weren't meant for silence. Find your sound, new or used, or something in between at reverb.com. The noise you were born to make is waiting. Greetings, everyone, and welcome once again to People's Guide to the Cthulhu Mythos. I am one of your many hosts, DB Spitzer, and to my virtual right, as always, we have Aunt Gore. Aunt Gore, how's it going?
Good. How are you all doing?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Farmer Dave, how's it going?
Other than the fact that I have resurrected an ancient relative who has killed me and taken my place, I am well.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. If
Legal disclaimer: did not actually resurrect a ancient relative and who took my place. That's a reference to our book or story of the day.
Yeah. Spoilers if anyone didn't catch that. We are talking about the case of Charles Dexter Ward, and we'll be talking about that today. And we will also be talking about the 2020 film Possessor. So, yeah, I'm thinking Possessor might have been one of my picks, unless it was one of Dave's picks.
It was mine.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, I think I was possessed by a possessor, because I don't remember picking that, but I guess it was me. But okay, cool. That makes me feel better.
And why, if you watch it with a red cover or a yellow cover, it's different.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, yeah, we'll be talking about that after the break. Anyone up to anything fun and exciting last few days since we've talked all together?
Well, my family came over and we all watched our panel on Lovecraftian tropes and ate hot dogs. Because in this family, we love Jamie Loftus.
Uh-huh. Okay.
For those of you who do not know, she wrote the history of hot dogs.
Cool. Fun. Aunt Gore, up to anything fun and exciting?
I'm just getting ready for a very busy holiday filled drag and burlesque lineup of shows that we're in.
Oh, fun. I myself just working on my books that I'm working on right now, and you'll hear more about that. You can also hear more about the books that I have written by going to the show notes and clicking on the part that says something about books that DB Spitzer wrote. Anyway, I'm just keeping busy myself doing that. So, speaking of someone who likes books and kept themselves busy until they didn't, let's talk about Charles Dexter Ward. Aunt Gore, any impressions or thoughts on this?
I would recommend not looking into your family history, especially if it involves magic and trying to raise the dead.
Okay, all right.
Or you're like me, who has a great aunt who thought that Kaiser Wilhelm kept to break into her house at night to give her snuggles at night.
Oh. Okay.
That's a true story, by the way.
All right. Well, we're talking about Charles Dexter Ward, a young man from Rhode Island who had escaped from a mental asylum, supposedly. And the story kind of winds backwards to the beginning of what's going on with Charles Dexter Ward, his interest in antiquarian, his antiquarian interests, I guess. But just kind of like who he is and the kind of stuff that he likes, and, him kind of getting really into family history a little bit more than he should.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we find out quite a bit about one of his ancestors, Joseph Kerwin, who was a necromancer Charles Dexter Ward's has a friend who more or less tries to figure out what the heck happened to his buddy. Why is he acting like a lunatic? Why is he all gross and old looking now? And why is his skin all yucko? And I don't know, Dave.
Why is he forgetting things?
Yeah, Dave. What do you have to say about the case of Charles Dexter Ward?
So, there's got to be spoilers, and I think most people know the story.
Yeah.
In fact, Lovecraft gives this sort of rare for him, I think, nuanced clue right in the beginning of the story when he says, the man who called himself Charles Dexter Ward.
Yeah.
For Lovecraft, that's actually kind of clever. Setting to him. But I had a long, hard time getting into this story, which is a shame, but the first third of it or so is architecture porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think that you could plot me with this book in 1920s Providence, Rhode Island, and I could get around. That detail.
Yeah, no. This is one of those stories where Lovecraft really goes into what's where, where's this, what's that, and it is very much a little, I want to say, not panorama, diorama. I guess kind of like a little look into what early 1920s Providence, Rhode Island looked like. But yeah.
Butters the Wonder Dog agrees with you. Sorry, I think somebody doesn't know. So this, you know who hated this story?
Whom?
Lovecraft.
Oh.
In fact, he's going to write it, and he's going to put it on a shelf, and then he is going to die.
Yeah, no.
I was wondering why it wasn't published until much later.
August Derleth published it, or had it published through Weird Tales at one point in time after World War II, I believe. I mean, just based off of the covers of Weird Tales, the second issue that has Charles Dexter Ward is a story called I Killed Hitler. And also the fact that Weird Tales costs 15 cents at the time.
Yes, and so, and this is why I think there's so much filler in the beginning, is that this is Lovecraft's attempt to write a novel.
Okay.
Now, if you go by word count, the original version, and not the version that Derleth cuts down for Weird Tales, is the longest story he wrote.
Okay.
Or surviving. Sorry, I apologize. I think they're leaving now. I apologize. But if you go online, though, it will tell you that other stories are longer.
Yeah.
But that, I believe, is comparing the Weird Tales version.
Okay.
And this comes down to, I think, 51,000 words. If you buy it by itself, depending on footnotes and size of pages, it's going to run 110 to 140 pages.
Okay.
And Lovecraft, and I think this is true with a lot of people, including like Stephen King, he was better at short stories.
Yeah.
That said, there's some cool stuff in the end of the story we don't see in other Lovecraft things, like secret societies, conspiracies, almost a superhero in 118.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that if Lovecraft would have been happier if he had just written the last 40% of the book.
Sure.
And I think I would have been happier reading it if he had written the last 40% of the book.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a book that Lovecraft didn't care for. This is a book that I actually really liked reading it. I remember the first time I read it, I was like, ooh, what's going on? Ooh, it's not done in 5 pages. Ooh, this is kind of fun. It's like it's like everything leads to the next thing to broaden the mystery. It's like, oh, what's going on here? It's like, oh, this is crazy. Oh no, what's Willett gonna find here? Oh my goodness, this stuff is terrible. What now? Where can this go from this point? And it just keeps getting weird and weirder and weirder. And it feels like every time Lovecraft is writing, he's like, no, I gotta make it weirder. All right, gotta make it weirder. Okay, gotta make it weirder. And it just kind of goes to places that, to me personally, I was not expecting, like floor pits and salts used to resurrect the dead, and it's just like magical formulas, and all kinds of old Yankee talk, and it's crazy stuff. It's really interesting in my opinion, but I don't know. I like this stuff.
And I knew how it ended before I read it. I mean, what I was expecting was the last part.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, and I wish there was more, 118 is one of my favorite Lovecraftian characters that even a lot of Lovecraft fans aren't familiar with.
Sure, yeah.
Who was he? Where did he come from? And there's theories for that, a 118, it's like letters AA8. Is it Abdul Al-Hazarad? I mean, there's a lot of I think Lovecraft just wanted to make a protagonist monster.
Sure.
But I could easily see 118 in, an X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I personally think it was probably left ambiguous on purpose, just so that you have this kind of feeling of like, what is that? It's like if you keep going with mystery and mystery and mystery and mystery, it's like, leave some mystery. It's like if it's like there's no reason that the Doctor would know what it was, but it's like, but it helps Willett, so it's like he doesn't need to know what it is. He gets to live.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, it makes sense that he would never find out what that was. I mean, he needs to get out. He needs to beat it, man. But yeah.
Yeah. No. I wish though. I wish more people would use 118. I think that would make an awesome anthology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is one of those Lovecraft stories that has quite a bit of reference to other kinds of things. Oh man, I want to say it's like there's little bits and pieces about it, like the case of Charles Dexter Ward seems a bit like the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's stuff like that feels like it's reference to something else. There's reference to Count Magnus from an M.R. James short story, and we know Lovecraft read M.R. James. There's like little bits of New Englandy type. I guess you call it architecture porn earlier, but it's also like kind of like, if you're referencing Nathaniel Hawthorne's House of the Seven Gables, you're going to have some architecture porn in there. So I don't know. I think it's like a well-constructed story that just maybe towards the end, because Lovecraft wants to get out all the information, maybe rushes a little bit once we get to Kerwin's current laboratory kind of place. But I don't know. That's my personal feeling.
And I could see that he may have gotten tired, and that may be one of the reasons why he chose to do short stories.
Sure.
So there's a lot of different versions out here.
Yeah.
My favorite version is from the BBC.
Okay.
Specifically BBC Radio, where they've got this thing called Whispers in the Darkness, where every Christmas, and I haven't looked this year to see what's coming out, they adapt a Lovecraft story.
Okay.
And this was the first one. By all means, it is worth checking out. It is Lovecraft as true crime podcast.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's from like 2018, 2019?
2018.
Okay, yeah.
And this is basically, it's the same story, but a podcaster is basically checking a modern version of this story, and they get a mysterious benefactor that pays them money that they can keep investigating. And you know, it is also the first Lovecraft story to be made into a movie.
Oh,
with
interesting.
The Haunted Palace by Roger Corman. The Haunted Palace, of course, is a Poe poem that they use just so they could put Poe's name on it. It's you know, they call it Edgar Allan Poe's The Haunted Palace, quote part of the poem, and then go right into Case of Charles Dexter Ward.
Yeah.
But despite that, and I love that movie, yeah, the BBC I think is the best version.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else we need to say about the case of Charles Dexter Ward? I don't think so. I think we're got it pretty good. All right. Well, everyone, enjoy this ad probably by about Reverb or about Innsmouth Book Club. One of the two. I can't remember what I have next. And after that, we will be talking about Possessor. No, it's not a sequel to Repo Man, but it's a movie. All right. We'll be back in a second.
Welcome to Innsmouth, stranger.
Hi, I'm Rob Whiten from the Innsmouth Book Club. Join me and my fellow guide John Chadwick as we take you on a fortnightly tour of Innsmouth. We visit places such as the Picture House, the Library and Innsmouth Museum to discuss all aspects of weird fiction, whether it be book, film, music, TV or art. As well as that, we stop over at the Gilman House to have a chat with a resident guest. That includes authors, artists, musicians, in fact Lovecraftian creatives of all types. You can find our free shows on Patreon, and there you can also sign up as a patron, which brings you bonus content, plus a monthly PDF copy of Innsmouth News, which features articles, author spotlights, all the latest news and reviews, and more. You can find us at patreon.com/InnsmouthBC. We hope to see you soon, because remember, Innsmouth isn't just a place, it's a state of mind.
Check out the show notes or go to pgttcm.com for more information. And also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all the other places where podcast stuff exists. All right, back to the show.
In Legacy Door, a lurker from space casts a shadow over time.
We opened our eyes upon the human world. We found ourselves lying on an especially yielding bed in a room displaying scattered relics of their shallow past, tied together by more recently produced items meant to blend with the relics. Typical.
A sensitive journalist dreams of unknown lives.
It seems like every time I close my eyes, they get stronger. I can't even say the last time I had a normal sleep, let alone a dreamless one.
An outspoken lawyer defends the suspect in an unspeakable crime.
And that client was Jonathan Strauss, held for the murder of his daughter Abigail and her companion Harrison Reese.
And a stalwart investigator tries to drag it all into the light.
Some of the Reeses and the Strausses have been involved with something that seems to include an obsession with bloodlines and longevity for at least decades.
Legacy Door is a weekly cosmic horror mystery podcast. An ensemble of actors tell a story, also available in paperback, Kindle, and audiobook. Available now.
Hey everyone, what came out in 2020 and has the name Cronenberg attached to it, but not the Cronenberg you're thinking of. It's a movie with Jennifer Jason Leigh in it, but not the movie you're thinking of. It's Possessor. Really awesome use of rubber masks. Reminded me of The Prisoner, the British television show, that little bit of scene. But we have. Well, actually, you know what, Dave? Dave, you let us know what this movie's about.
Okay, but first I teased it, so I'm going to say.
Sure.
The difference between if you watch the one with the yellow poster and the
Mm-hmm.
red poster.
Sure.
And the yellow poster is, despite what Wikipedia says, it's the uncut version.
Okay.
So, what's the difference, you may ask? Bluntly, a couple of male appendages and a more gouged out eye scene.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I watched the uncut.
And it's not gratuitous. There actually is a part of the storyline about the penis and how but yeah, I mean, if you're gonna watch this, you're probably not bothered by an eye being gouged out and male appendages.
Yeah.
But that said, yes, I actually have been on my list to read for a while, or watch for a while, and I'll force myself to watch it if we talk about it.
Sure.
And I knew exactly how everything would go, how the story, but I didn't realize how Brandon Cronenberg did it. I honestly thought this was going to be like Existenz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very much a horror movie with some science fiction aspects. It's not a science fiction horror movie.
Yeah, no, that's I think that's a good way to talk about it.
Yeah.
I was confused at first. It's like, wait a minute.
It just throws you right in.
Yeah, it's like, it feels like Evil Quantum Leap. Wait a minute, what's going on?
It basically is Evil Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Leaping from one life to another to end
murder
them.
people.
Yeah. It's a really cool science fiction concept of being able to...
Yeah, the concept is really interesting.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. This movie is slow. This is a slow burn.
It is art house.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
It's art house.
Definitely. But it's a slow burn, and then it, like, at points, it boils over a little bit, and then it goes back down to slowing down. There is one of my favorite memes is in this movie. The fact that if you see this character in a film, he's probably gonna die. Being Sean Bean is in this film.
What?
And he does not make it. Spoiler.
No, he survives.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right.
Oh, I thought he died,
But
no?
at the end, when they see it, he's got his eye gouged out.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
That's totally
yeah.
right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's a real quick flash thing. And to be honest, when I first saw it, I wondered, is this real, or is this just the way that the person whose body was used to kill him wants it to be?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of the few movies where Sean Bean survives, but he doesn't. But at the end, you see him, and you get this feeling he wished he was killed.
Sure. Okay. Well, we've got that. So. But no, I mean, this is a beautiful film. I want to say I really enjoy the way this film is shot, the way that it looks. The pacing is what does it for me, for like making me go, it's not one of my favorite films.
Yeah,
the pacing's a bit slow, and you're like, wait a minute. So, is this person still possessed by someone else? And they have to go through the boring parts of their day? Oh man, that job sucks. I mean, killing people's bad enough, but having to, like, I don't know, read someone's kid a story, or I don't know. Having to study someone to see how they make love to their wife so that you can, like, do it without, you know, causing suspicion. It's like, I don't know.
Doing their boring job.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. You're doing your job. Doing the person.
Yeah, no, and that just seems like an extra layer of existential hell that this movie brings.
So a little bit of elevator pitch, just for people maybe aren't familiar with the story, is that there is an assassin who works for a secret agency that has a technology that allows them to put something in a person's head where they can download this assassin's personality, and she basically kills the whatever target they're being paid to, and then kills the host and comes back to her body.
Yeah.
And the question is, what happens when a host fights and there's bleed over between the two consciousnesses?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great way to describe that.
Yeah, and but the point too, like I said, is, you know, she, when she gets back with her husband, she goes to this boring dinner party. When she possesses this guy, he goes to a boring dinner party.
Yeah, yeah. No, it just feels like, it feels like no matter what, everything's boring. And, and I know that's kind of part of the point.
Yeah.
But it's like, but we have to watch it. So the juxtaposition of like one boring dinner party and another boring dinner party is not lost on me. But as the watcher, it's like, can this be an instance of say it, don't show it? So I don't know.
And especially, I think, and including I thought, I assumed this was going to be like Existence, which, or Videodrome, which are arguably action movies.
Yes.
Or the one that it's really compared a lot to is the anime version of Ghost in the Shell, where there is body hijacking.
Yeah.
It's not an action movie. There are some quick action scenes. Even when he or the possessed person shoots somebody, it's more realistic. Did it hit?
Yeah.
It wasn't until it starts going down the hall and sees some blood. So it's not an action movie, and absolutely, if you're looking or you expect, it can be a shock to the system what you get.
Yeah. And what I do want to say, though, is like a film that we'll be talking about in a couple of weeks, Strange Days.
Strange Days.
This is kind of like that in the fact that it's like it's cyberpunk, but it's like near future cyberpunk. Like I could see this movie happening, like, it's like, oh, it's not where I live, but it's like maybe a couple years in the future in a European city that I've never been to, or like a fancy metropolitan area in North America, Canada, Mexico, America. It's like, I don't know where this is. It's not where I live, but I could see it happening, like being
very
like
soon, if not.
Yeah. It's like strange.
Yeah, because whenever I was watching the trailer, I haven't watched it yet, but watching the trailer, I'm like, ooh, this hits way too close to home.
Yeah, but it's like that, like near dark future kind of feel to it. I was like, yeah, technology's getting way too advanced for us.
And I missed it, and if you guys saw the movie, I think this came in the promotional material. but it's supposed to be set in an alternative 2008.
Oh.
Even though it came out in 2020, that's everything I've read online says, yeah, it's set in 2008.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed it on the movie, so I'm thinking it's what Cronenberg said. But yeah, there's old cars, but there's goggles that allow you to, virtual reality, and there's this body hopping technology. So it is just sort of on the cusp.
Oh wow, I have not ran across that in anything that I've looked up for this movie. That is crazy.
See?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where the people. I found it in a couple places, and I'm not sure. In fact, one place, this song didn't come out until 2019. It's supposed to be set in 2008.
Sure.
But I have a theory.
Yes.
It does have Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yes.
As an evil person.
Yeah.
And whose name is Gerder, and she's an ex-assassin who has become the boss assassin, who's basically trying to recruit her top assassin to take her place so that she can retire. And in Exorcisms, spoilers, she plays an assassin called, I think, Griller. So I'm thinking that it's the same character in different dimensions.
Okay.
Yeah, Geller was the assassin in Exorcisms. Spoiler, because I just spoiled it, sorry. But yeah, and I do, and sometimes the tropes are hitting people over the head.
Yeah.
Surveillance state. He is a data miner. He basically hooks onto people's video cam and watches them.
Yeah.
Which she, are we free in a capitalist society, or does capitalist society control us? And I also see people of a lot said when they first saw it, they thought it was going to be a lot more actiony because of the first 10 minutes, but where a female of African descent kills a man, and a rich man, and a lot, I think, could be taken from that, where there is this sort of technology people are colonizing us. And I think Brandon Cronenberg meant these as deliberate.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's, I mean, as I said, I enjoyed the movie, I enjoyed the tone, I enjoyed, I enjoyed the movie. It's just,
even I fast-forwarded through parts.
Yeah, the pacing was a little bit slow, and I'd look down, and then I'd, hear a noise, and I'd be like, oh, what happened? And have to rewind it about a minute, but yeah. I mean, it's not a film you should look at your phone when you're watching, but because of the pacing, you might end up doing that, and then go, oh, no, what did I miss? But,
Or watch with your mother unless she's really cool about male anatomy.
Yeah, no, it's one of those cool kind of cyberpunk movies, but also it's not an action movie, which I think that part of the slightly darker technology and stuff made me think there was going to be some more actiony things, or maybe some people with rubber trench coats jumping around with goggles and stuff. But yeah, no, that doesn't happen. So.
And I thought it was going to be too.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I feel like based off of some things that happen early on in the film, it's like parts of us that are have been preconditioned with science fiction that we're going to be seeing action soon. But yeah.
And it's definitely much more horror than science fiction.
Oh sure, yeah.
Where you could even argue Alien is more horror than science fiction.
Sure.
This is more art house horror.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, no. I say watch it.
Yeah.
Just know what you're going into, and know that it's not going to be like super flashy science fiction. It's not going to be an action piece. It's not a special effects film. It is a horror film set in an alternate timeline, which
Not only is it not Johnny Mnemonic,
yeah,
it's not even the original Blade Runner.
No.
Which
No.
for an action movie is incredibly slow paced, and I love that movie.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, no. Blade Runner. I always forget how slow paced it is. I remember like bits and pieces in my head, and and then if you break down William Batty scenes, if you break down like scenes that, it's like those scenes, those action pieces in Blade Runner, those are kind of slow too. It's just like one quick like boom, something happens, and then disappointment, it's over, it's done with, but that's kind of how that movie runs, and that's how the genre kind of runs. It's kind of like a lot of slow burn, quick payoff, back down to a slow burn. But yeah, this one's a little bit slower.
This movie is probably much more realistic in its portrayal of violence, that there's, and not that Blade Runner really did, there's not Hollywood pretty little headshots.
Yeah.
It is graphic. It takes a lot for these kills.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of, bringing that brutality to the screen is one of the horrors that I think, definitely the body horror that Cronenberg is trying to present.
Yeah.
And I will say that they didn't, I don't think they used any CGI, or they used the least amount that they could in this movie.
Yeah, very, very little. It's almost completely.
Yeah.
I feel like any computer graphics that were in this were completely diegetic. It would be things like television screens or like device screens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're seeing like overlays or like characters that are completely CGI in this. I mean, that would have been weird.
And I get that you got tax breaks. How many times do you have to tell us this movie was made in Canada? in the opening scenes.
Yep. All right. Well, I mean, we did like this movie, but we will also pick on it. So I guess that being said, would you tell people to go see this?
If they have a high tolerance for body horror, and they realize that it's not going to be an action movie, absolutely.
Okay. Aunt Gore, what your thoughts and feelings?
Yeah, I mean, you have to know that you're going into a slower movie. Like, you have to be in the mood for that.
Yeah.
But I would recommend it at least once.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, if you like leanuses and eye gouging, this is a movie for you. No.
Make sure you're watching the red version, is that? Or the yellow? Which one was it?
So the one that I saw that was uncut was the yellow poster.
Yeah, that was the one I saw.
Although
I watched it on Tubi. I can't remember if I think I had the yellow poster.
Yeah, no, I watched it on Tubi as well. It was the uncut version, but just with commercials for fabric softener.
Yeah.
Well, that's a jar.
Yeah. No, that's
there
the thing with
so
Tubi.
many commercial breaks, I swear.
Oh yeah, but you get to watch it for free or free-ish.
Yeah.
You just pay with your time. But no. If you're a bit squeamish like me, I'm gonna guess the red version's probably gonna be the one you want to watch. But yeah.
So my understanding is that, like I said, the only difference is fallacies and like seconds longer for the eye scene, but they felt they had to cut that to keep the R.
Sure, I get that. All right. Well, next week I don't think we are watching anything that has eye gouging. Oh, you know what? I can't remember. Next week we are watching Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh,
and
there might be some eye gouging. There's a lot of, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And we are talking about the Clark Ashton Smith story, Volhun, which will finish up our Mars trilogy for Clark Ashton Smith that we've been going through. And the theme is rural horror with misunderstood monstrous outsiders, paranoia, and mistaken identity is the theme of next week's episode. All right. Well, I hope you all are having a good holiday season. I can't remember if this episode comes out right around Christmas or New Year's, but anyway, have a happy holiday and all that fun stuff, and goodbye.
Bye.
Check out the show and the show notes to find out what's going on with the podcast. And of course, you can go to pgttcm.com to find out everything and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All right, thank you, and see you later. All right, that was a good episode. Every musician's got a ritual. Tuning, tone, distortion. Find the tools for yours at reverb.com. New, used, and waiting for you.